All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to 5 Minutes of Math. This is Mr. Lunsford, and thank you so much for joining us. All right, so we have number 9 right here, and Kara and Mandy are apparently saving money for a trip to D.C. First order of business is to copy the table, and boom, we've done that. Just copy it straight out of the book. Second question, though, is to complete the table. So let's look at Mandy's savings first. Every week, she saves an additional $10. Look at the difference between 50 and 60, $10. And again, 60 to 70, $10. So we can predict that the rest of the weeks are just going to be $10 differences. 80, 90, 100 in week 6, 110 in week 7, on down to 140 in week 10. Now, the book doesn't actually fill in weeks 4 through 9. They just expect you to understand that those 3 little dots mean that, okay, we're looking at weeks progressively, weeks 4 through 10. So let's look at Kara's savings now. The difference between 20 and 35, and all I did was subtract, is $15. 20 plus 15 is 35. 35 plus 15 is 50. So we finish out those weeks 4 through 10 by adding 15 each time. 65, 80, 95, 110, 125, 140, and finally 155 in week 10. And that's what we're looking for, 10 weeks worth of savings. So there's the completed table. So now let's look at the savings plans. And we're going to start with looking at Kara's savings, and that's in blue right here. So we have our table. Along the bottom, we have our weeks. Up the side, we have our money. So we just plot the points. 1, we have $20. And at week 2, we have $35. Week 3, we have $50. Week 5, we have $80. And on up until we get to week 10, where we finally save that $155. So that's what Kara's savings looks like as a line without the points or without the labeled points. All right, so let's look at Mandy's savings. And this time we use the color orange. And along the bottom, just as we did before, we have our weeks, and up the side we have the money that we've saved. This time we started $50 in week 1, and we ended $140 in week 10. So week 1, we've saved $50. Week 2, we've saved $60. And let's see, week 5, we've got $90. And just as what our table says, week 10, we have $140. All right. So that's what Mandy's savings looks like as a line. And if we plot both at the same time, that's what we're seeing. Kara's savings is the blue line, Mandy's savings is the orange line. So what are the differences in the two? Well, both of these graphs are straight lines, but you'll notice that Kara's savings in the blue increases faster than Mandy's savings, even though she started with less. And both ladies have the same amount at one point on the graph, and we're going to talk about that again in a little more detail next time. All right, so that's basically it. This was a short one. Thank you very much for listening, and I will talk to you in 24 hours.